You're watching Talking Points, a focus on the political scene in Lubbock and across the South Plains.
Well, this week, the only federal holiday recognized as a day of service, which many Lubbockites took part, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the day after what would have been his 94th birthday. Dr. King was a Baptist minister and social activist whose leadership shaped the civil rights movement of the 1950s. He was assassinated in 1968 and is remembered for his nonviolent protests against segregation and, of course, his I Have a Dream speech. MLK Day was signed into law by President Ronald Reagan in 1983 and first observed 3 years later. Well, just 3 days later, Texas again observed Confederate Heroes Day, honoring Robert E. Lee, Jefferson Davis, and Texans who fought against the United States in the Confederate Army. But Texas Democrats say this holiday needs to be the last one. They have filed legislation to abolish this recognition. KAMC's Ryan Chandler spoke to some of the lawmakers opposed to it.
Racism is still alive in Texas today, and this holiday proves it.
House Democrats say a celebration of Texas's painful past has no place in the present.
It's a constant reminder of the supremacy in which they're trying to establish.
Houston Democrat Jarvis Johnson recalls his enslaved ancestors in filing legislation to abolish Confederate Heroes Day, especially on a day so close to a celebration of equality.
In the next 20 years, if we don't get rid of this holiday, Confederate Heroes Day will fall on Martin Luther King Day 4 times. How's that make you feel?
That difficult dichotomy is not just on the holiday calendar, but on the Capitol grounds. One of the first monuments that these visitors see when they walk towards the Capitol is also one of the biggest, honoring Confederate soldiers and saying that they died fighting for states' rights and against Northern coercion. Just steps away on the same lawn, a celebration of emancipation. 2 monuments displaying not just 2 sets of facts, but 2 sets of values. Some Texans support a compromise.
Make it Civil War Heroes Day. So we try to boil this down to complete 100% black, 100% white, no middle ground, no nuance.
But these lawmakers argue it is an issue of black and white, so there's no room for compromise.
There is nothing to celebrate about the Confederacy, only lessons to learn about how not to treat our neighbors.
In Austin, I'm Ryan Chandler, KAMC News.
Send us a comment on our KAMC News Facebook page and at everythinglubbock.com. Click weekly features and talking points to stream this and many of our past shows. That's all of our time. For all of us on Talking Points, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you right here next week.